Hey everyone, welcome back to Mini Bike Mike's Garage. Now, if you're a regular and you visit the channel, on a semi-regular basis, you may understand why I'm standing inside of a house. If you are a first-time visitor to this channel, you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with mini bikes? And honestly, absolutely nothing. But to fill you in, typically the channel does, that's what I do, is work on Honda mini bikes and Honda related type bikes. But we're in the middle of a house renovation project for my daughter, and that's what this is. Some of the guys who are regulars to the channel expressed an interest in seeing the updates. So I've been trying to do one about every week. It's actually been 2 weeks since I've done one. Today is June 30th. It's Friday. It's the end of the day, and I'm wrapping it up. And today is the end of the 7th week of work on this. Now there are some videos out there, 3 or 4 that I've already done, but just to kind of real speed through real quick, bought 3 acres, little 820 square foot house on it, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, living room, kitchen, full basement. That's basically all it is, just a real small place. We completely gutted it down to the studs, with the exception of the ceilings. I did not want to get into taking down all the insulation and so forth, but we took it down all the way to the studs on the walls, exterior, interior walls, everything, and then have been slowly building it back up. It's just a project for my wife and my daughter and I. The only thing that we've had hired out so far, we got a completely brand new HVAC system and hired that done. And then the garage door, we had the garage door hired out to install that. But the rest of the work we've done all ourselves. We removed every inch of plumbing, every inch of electrical, and we are just slowly building it back up and getting it in decent shape. The house had been smoked in really bad, and we gutted it to get the odor out, and just the plaster the house was built in 1956, so it just really wasn't in that great a shape. So I think I'll turn the camera around and we'll just do a walkthrough and give you an update and show you where we're at the end of 7 weeks. Before I get started here, I've got to apologize. You're probably going to hear a generator running in the background. We had some storms blow through the Indianapolis area last night, and the other side of the street over here, everybody lost power, and this guy's running a generator over here. This side of the street, our side of the street, we did not lose power, as evidenced by you can see the light on inside. Anyway, so if you hear that, that's what's going on. He's running a generator. So this is the outside of what we call the Happy Cottage. Nothing's really changed on the exterior in the last week since the last video I showed you. So we'll go on in the front door. And this week has been a lot of drywall and electrical. Now I still have ceilings to do. We're gonna do a skim layer on the ceiling just to clean those up. But I am down to that wall, and then the stairwell down to the basement are the only things that do not have drywall. We took a wall out here. There used to just be an opening, a door opening, right here in front of this little built-in cabinet. And so everything from this header this way to the right was the living room. This wall was not here. We built that to kind of create a little entry and give some place to put a TV, probably put a sectional sofa over here. But we opened up this wall and going to have the living room and kitchen as one unit. There will be cabinets that come across and then make an L and kind of come out with a little counter that will have some stools at. Probably won't be a kitchen table to speak of or dining room table. Probably just sit at the counter. As I've said in other videos, this window was in that wall. I took it out and we put French doors to go out into the backyard. That door just goes down to the basement. The basement hasn't really changed, and it's nothing spectacular to look at. It's just a basic basement, unfinished basement. But down the hallway We've got this area that is storage. I think it's going to have banks of cabinets and so forth, and just be a place for my daughter to store some things. And then this is going to be a half bath. It's a kind of a catch-all room for me right now. It's got all the junk in it, but there'll be about where that bucket's sitting, there'll be a toilet, and then just a vanity, or sink vanity in this corner over here. Real simple. And then this, let me shut this door. This is the master suite. So, living room, kitchen, down a hallway into the master suite. Like I said, it's just going to be a one bed, which this is the bedroom. Took out a window, put a slider in there to go out to the backyard. The house will eventually get a deck across the back. We raised the window here due to a high headboard on the bed. Didn't want the headboard blocking the window, so we took out the old window and put in a new window that's higher. I think this room is about 11.5 feet by 11.5 feet. As evidenced by this dark spot right here, there was a wall, and this was a closet, and then that was the bedroom, and we took that wall out, made the room bigger, and the reason we did that was because we took this bedroom and turned it into a master bath / closet. So when you walk in, there will be a vanity where this utility sink is sitting, a couple sconce type lights that I haven't put on yet, but a vanity here, clawfoot tub. That is going to be a shower. I haven't put the drywall on the bottom because I need to put the shower pan in and then bring the drywall down to the shower pan. Toilet is in this little nook over here. And then this wall is getting a bank of some kind of cabinets. And then I think there's going to be 2 layers of rods hanging for hanging clothes and so forth. And it'll just be open. So, this area is just basically an open closet with a little, right here in the corner, we're going to do like a little sewing table, work table type thing for her. And then this will have a stackable washing machine and dryer. I've got the electrical run for the items, but I do not have any of the plumbing done yet. So that's why there's no drywall on that. But super simple. So I've got to do next week after the July 4th holiday, got to come in and knock out all the electrical that we need in here for dishwashers and ranges and garbage disposals and all those good things. I got to get all that ran, and then I can insulate and throw drywall up on that. But we're getting there. This is a view from back in the corner, front door, living room. Now you might ask, why is the drywall different colors? Well, let me tell you, for those of you who have been around the channel for a while and have kind of learned my little funky way I do things, let me back up. So I've also been asked if I'm getting burnt out on this project, and I'm not. And here's why. Obviously, I'm an odd duck. Everybody's probably figured that out by now. I only purchase the materials I can work on in one day. Mentally, I just can't handle having stacks and stacks of drywall and lumber and those sorts of things. That I just get a mental block, and it looks too much for me, and I start stressing over it. So every single day, on the way here to the job site from my house, I stop at wherever I'm stopping that particular day. Sorry, it's like 90 degrees and I'm sweating. I stop that day and I buy the materials that I need that day to work on the project I'm working on. And when I get done with those materials, I'm done for the day. And that's how I'm, managing staying on track and staying focused with what I'm doing. So that goes back to why is there different colors of drywall. The particular day that I went to Lowe's or someplace to get drywall, they were out of the regular white, just standard drywall sheets, and all they had were the blue, which is the mold resistant, mildew resistant sheets. So in order to keep working that day, that's what I went with. So that's why there is some blue. Now the blue will get used around the shower. I'll finish the bottoms with the blue and around the corner over there with that mildew resistant drywall, but didn't really need it here. But that's what they had that day. That's what I bought, and that's what I put up. So, well, there you go. I hope that I've got basically all the electrical, all the lights work. I'm just down to this wall. Now, all of the lighting fixtures, these included out here, are not what is staying. These are just the $2 simple housings that I bought so that I could hang something and make sure that the lights do work. And then when my daughter gets the ceiling fans and the lighting fixtures, we'll take these down, replace them, and then all of these lights will then get moved to the basement, and that's what will illuminate the basement for her. I've hung a couple lights down there, but I really want to make it a bright space. So, I'll show you. I'm just going to turn back let me turn on the light here. So it's got a basement. So we still need to do the drywall in here, and then we'll be wrapping this project up. So, all right, I appreciate everybody following along. Hopefully you enjoy the updates on the house. We'll get back to mini bikes for those of you who follow the channel for mini bikes. Again, it'll be a few weeks. We're 7 weeks in on this, and we're making good progress, but we're going to have a few more weeks to go. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.